Good afternoon. I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Rogue Trader, and we are nearing the end. I think it's still gonna take like several streams, but I think we're like at least gonna finish chapter 4 pretty soon because we are going after the Inquisitor guy who is on a secret mission and is going to some special place, and we are supposed to follow him. My stream seemed to be working. Oh yeah, and I uploaded another video to RPG Argonaut, my tabletop RPG channel. It's a really short one about the worst player I ever met. It's a short video, but go check it out if you care. RPG Argonaut on YouTube. But let's focus on this game. This CRPG, not TRPG. But I do like adventuring in RPGs. And we have to go. What's that place? Weeaboo 6 system as well. And oh yeah, let's check the vendors, merchants. God damn it! The sun is shining quite brightly through the window, so it can be difficult to see some of the black stuff here. Okay, so this is maxed out. Okay, so let's see. Who is actually selling something we might want? Power armor, reject. So this is. Okay, I guess this is okay. Like, I don't think he can use Pascal can't use power armor, but we can somehow get him to wear that. Hymn of Vehemence. Okay, that seems okay. Hell Power Fellowship. Judex. That sounds anti-Semitic. Righteous Justice. Okay, I think some of this stuff might be decent. Let's see if anybody else is selling anything we want. It uses field power for dodge chest instead of agility. Whenever the wearer dodges an attack, they gain 1 psi rating on the end of their next. Badass Flamer. Annihilating Astartes bolter. I guess that might be okay too. Soul pattern long last. Maybe still not as good as Chorus of Battle. Okay, Explorators are not that bad either. How about Casbalica? Do you have anything we want? Iconoclast Zealot. No, I don't know if we have. It's possible that, what's his name? Abelard, there's like, what's his name? He might, I don't think he's a Zealot. Armor piercing ammo. The wielder single shots and deadeye shots reduce target's deflection by damage dealt. Not sure how. Shadow Guide Cloak. Bearer becomes least priority target as long as they have no enemies or allies adjacent. Drukhari weapon. Why does it say Drukhari weapon proficiency twice? It doesn't seem. Okay, I don't think Casbalica seems that good. Let's get some medikits. Last and least, question mark. Level 37, damn. Bedlam. Some freaking drug. Heavy bolter. Improved heavy bolter. I don't know. How much fire rate? 6. Is that really good? It doesn't seem. Ignores weapon recoil while performing ranged burst attacks. The rate of fire of the weapon is increased by plus 37%. That might be okay for Argenta. Less warp damage. Stormy Scarf. If the wearer is not wearing any armor at the start of combat, they gain plus 40 dodge. And psi rating increased by plus 2. Yeah, I don't know. I guess these are, so maybe let's focus on Drusians. First, try to become friends with Drusians. Yeah, I think we gave them lots of holy gifts already, but I guess we can give them jewelry. Ship components. Yeah, sure. What's the max level? How many points do we need to reach the max? It's fucking 30. We are 19, so we're not gonna be reaching it right now, so okay. Let's waste. Let's see, do we have anything we want? Flashbang, advanced medic. Oh, I guess we can take that. Laurels of Command. Wear against move ability cost 0. Wearer and targets of move are immune to slowed until the end of gonna wear that. Military combat tool. Whenever the wearer uses non-attacking consumable items, stimulant, medicate, etc., it counts as an attack of different type than the previous attack for the purposes of versatility. So 50% chance that it won't be consumed. We can take it, but not gonna use it. Overcharged plasma gun. Not that. I'm not sure if that's good for Pascal. Psi focus. Wearer deals additional warp damage with their melee attacks. Whenever the wearer suffers a critical hit, their dodge and armor is reduced by minus 30% until end of combat. Wait, so that's like makes them weaker as well. Auto stimulant. Wearer gains immunity to effects depending on the number of unyielding beacon stacks. Bleeding, immunity, toxin. Against all previous immunities. I don't know if that's good, but we can take it at least. Okay, yeah, we are not gonna. Well, let's see if this is good. Notion weakness. Wear against permanent lethality bonus to direct damage. Bonus is doubled if the wearer's attack triggers an opening. Okay, let's see. Explorators. Yeah, we don't have stuff to give them. Alright, let's give a little bit of this. Shit components. Let's see, what was this? The after using run and gun, the wearer gains plus 15 cover efficiency when in cover. Nice. Useless. Heavy shield. Okay, let's take a shield, even though we don't want to use them. So what's the, yeah, he's also like 30 something. Yeah, 38. How are we gonna reach that? We still know like 20 more levels. Like, it's so easy with Imperial Navy. Is it because we are Navy ourselves? Do we get like some bonus to it. It was easy to max out, but the others are not so easy. Right, we got some new weapon. This one. Let's see whether it's actually good. I guess, yeah, it's slightly better. Like the max damage is a bit lower, but like the average should be higher. Well, armor penetration is worse in the new one. Ice plus is only area, and you only make overcharged attacks. Then I don't know why. Too weird. I guess let's just go to Weeaboo 6 system. There's some problem we have to solve. Double check that Calixis doesn't want us. No? I wonder can we ever go there in this game, or is it just, I don't know, basically for background purposes, for explaining the, I don't know, power and presence of the Adeptus Mechanicus, something like that. The presence of them in the system and all that. Let's double check that it's Weeaboo 6. Can we actually make like a direct route? This is, yes, Weeaboo. Chart the course. Let's just chart it like this. And sure. Let's make like a green route. So okay, yeah, because this is warp and space, so we can, it doesn't actually matter, even though, like, you know, the distance on the map is so long. But yeah, we can just beam like that. That's kind of cool, and I feel dumb for not figuring it out before. I'm thinking two-dimensionally. A delegation of Drukhari arrives at the colony. The Xenos offer the monkey a chance to willingly bow before them. Send the Xenos an offering of human victims on a ship loaded with explosives. Okay, that's so fun. Order the people to fight to the last drop of blood. Bow to the Xenos. What? Why can't we just shoot them? Okay, this is bullshit. I don't like this at all. So we have people. Wait, the people is 61, and how many weapons do we have? It's really so. Maybe I should occasionally clean my monitor screen. It doesn't normally hinder me, but now with the sunlight, I can't make out which one is the guns. Is it one of these, probably? I guess just order the people to fight to the last drop of blood. I know we gained people. The battle with the Xenos claims an untold number of lives, but none dare question the choice made. There can be negotiation with the enemies of humanity. Fine. Alright, this was a waste of time. Yeah, okay, 41 weapons. Yeah. I know, we lost people. Yeah, it was 61 now, yeah. Okay. It would have been weird if we gained it, but it sort of looked like we gained. Alright, so let's see what's the system where we are supposed to go. Find the Inquisitor, Calcazar. Porta Septentum. Where is that? Ah, it's just next to Reykjavik. It's not that far away from here. So maybe we can just go there the old-fashioned way instead of making a quick warp there. We're not in a hurry, really. Oh, let's see, like, would it be faster from here? Definitely not. here. Okay, it's just some random event we've gotten before. Oh, there's an unforeseen event. Let's see. Continental provisions. How many provisions? They have 2 provisions. We have extra extractors, but we have lots of provisions. 65 already. Although I doubt it really matters anymore with what we do with the extractors and resources. Golden Forest of Amberworld look enchanting even from orbit. Leave the world. Okay. I wonder if it's like some special quest for a character we haven't gotten into a party or something like that. Because there's nothing we can do in that place. It's Lapidus Mortus was over here. Prometheum. Lower the difficulty just a little bit. During the voyage, the Navigator's Sanctum reported there are warp reefs right on ship's course, fragments of the Sea of Souls given material form. The Navigator may either steer the ship past a dangerous region or risk approaching the rugged formation to gain valuable insight. So, lure warp, approach the warp reef. Following the captain's orders and navigator's instructions, voyage ship approached the warp reef. We gained 5 experience. Wow. And navigator insight 6. Nice. And passed the sharp formation without brushing against a single one. No one on board noticed anything in particular, but it became a momentous event for the navigator, who gained a special understanding of warp emanations. Okay, no need to go there. Ship left in Materium, whatever the event is, don't really care. Alright, we are here. So I wonder if this is like if this gonna start like the final leg of the game or something, or like, because there's some teleport we're gonna take somewhere. Like, is there no return to normal space? Okay, there is no telling what awaits you beyond the gate. No, but one thing you know for certain: there will be no turning back. Okay, this is the point of no return. Ensure that you have taken care of any unfinished business, procured all necessary equipment, explored every world, completed any desired colonial projects. You will no longer be able to do so after passing through the other side. Okay, it's nice that the game tells me. Well, nowadays it's quite like the standard. I guess I will make a special save here, like with a unique name. Point of no return. Like, of course, I could go grind and try to get all the merchants to max level to get loot and stuff, but nah, let's just go. I think we're tough enough to deal with any enemies we will encounter. Lord Captain, our augurs are detecting energy currents of indeterminate nature within the dimensional gate. It appears to be active. We see a number of ships near the gate. Judging by their markings, they belong to Lord Inquisitor Calcasar's personal squadron. I know this place. Calcasar summoned both our packs here to seal this portal of terror and woe. Much blood did we spill that day. Alas, it was not the blood of Xenos or Warp Spawn, but that of cog priests of Calcasar himself. While they were working on the gate's foul machines, the breath of evil coming from the other side was turning them into frenzied monsters. Lord Captain, don't take it as cowardice, but duty obliges me to ask. Do you realize this may end up being a one-way voyage, don't you? Okay, I guess switch on to Vox communication with all decks. Crew, this is the Lord Captain speaking. I'm taking the ship into the unknown, where the danger lies and glory awaits. Are you with me? For a while you hear no response, then the silence is broken by the sound of heavy footfalls. The rhythmic stomping grows louder and louder. Thousands of feet strike the decks as if marching into oblivion under your banner. Onward, no matter what this journey holds for us, I'm ready. Yes, Lord Captain. Whatever is waiting out there, beware. One Valancius is coming. Contact the ships at the gate I wish to go through. Incoming message. Sanction for approaching the Xeno artifact granted. Sanction for passage to the other side granted. Safe travels. The Emperor protects. Looks like the Inquisitor has warned them about our visit. Approaching shuttle convoy by requesting permission to dock and asking for an audience. The markings suggest they are no part of the squadron are not part of the squadron left by the Lord Inquisitor. Who is it that wants to come aboard? Rogue Trader Winterscale is on his way aboard the shuttle. Welcome my visitors, usher them to the bridge. Winterscale. Well, we sort of saved him, so I hope he's gonna be useful to us. We didn't kill him and we saved him from the clutches of chaos. From Khorne. Toilet seats for the shit god. Friends and allies of your dynasty have arrived from ships currently in this system. They would like to pay their respects to the rogue trader in person. Calicos Winterscale has grown hollow-cheeked and pale. Instead of the graceful movements of a fierce predator, he now lurches like a lame bird. You helped Calicos Winterscale see the corruption in his soul, and his broken spine became his first step toward redemption. The augmetics in his broken back are unable to make him as light-footed as he once was. He lets out a tired sigh and says joyously, "We meet again, Adolf Argonauts. Calicos, I see your wounds could not stop you from paying me a call." Winterscale grins bitterly. "It takes more than a broken back to fix my bad temper. What made you come here?" "I wanted to make sure Calcasar's thugs, the ones guarding the gates, don't give you any trouble. All sorts of things happen in the Expanse these days. I won't be boarding any ships myself anymore, of course, but I have enough soldiers to convince them that harassing rogue trader von Valancius is a bad idea. And since I shall never see combat again, take this. You could use a sturdy weapon. This one deserves better than gathering dust in my trophy room. Savannah's last stand. An axe. And my axe. Okay, let's see if somebody actually wants to use it. What do you mean to do next? Correct my mistake. Save what is left of my protectorate. Find the worlds lost to the warp storm. Drive the Xenos out. Weed out the final Dawn infiltrators and negotiate peace with House Corda. The spite with which Calicos spits out the word peace makes him look like his old self just for a brief moment. Choose your new path with care. Now that a single step brings excruciating pain, I'm being very cautious about the paths I choose. Braziness still colors the contours of Winterscale's smile, but the spite has vanished. I must get underway. Wasting no time on meaningless good luck wishes, your distinguished guests leave the bridge in a solemn and respectful silence. The Voidborn looks at you with his habitual grim stare. Lord Captain, we may commence the spatial translation. Survey the bridge. Dozens of pairs of eyes hang on your every gesture, every sigh. Every crew member waits with bated breath lest they miss your decisive words. Damn, I wanted to go to my inventory and check the axe to compare it with, other melee weapons my characters are holding, because I might forget we have that axe when we actually get to play the game. But I guess we start the translation procedure.
The ancient gate, long impenetrable for the rogue trader, was at last ready to reveal its secrets. after gathering allies and preparing to venture into the unknown, the Lord Captain plunged headlong into the darkness that held ancient nightmares. And the answers to all his questions.
I doubt it's gonna answer all our questions. Maybe most, maybe some, but not all. Debris of Batiada. So where is this place? Okay, we completed chapter 4. Translation complete, Lord Captain. Current coordinates unknown and indeterminable. Lost as in ship's immediate vicinity is the dimensional gate that has gone into passive mode and large amount of debris. No enemies detected. Lord Ulfar may need to be informed that the coordinates his esteemed brothers traveled to match a location somewhere in these star systems. Everything has a reason. The threads of me and my brother's weirds are tied together. I see Blackmane's will in our meeting finally approaching. Let us find them, Edwater, for such is our destiny's wish. Yeah, interesting. What happened to the dimensional gates? The engineers have proposed a hypothesis that it has entered some kind of recharge mode. After accumulating enough energy for a new translation, it will activate again. Or at least that's what all of us want to believe, badly. What kind of debris? Those are ship carcasses, judging by their markings. They were part of Lord Inquisitor's fleet and likely acted as a patrol force. The damage doesn't look like it came from any weapon we know, and the way the debris has scattered suggests that the battle was short. Someone attacked and destroyed every one of them in a blink of an eye. Someone we have never encountered before. Species 8472. What is this place? I can't say, Your Lordship. These are unfamiliar stars, and the system is not listed in our astrogational data. We are in uncharted territory. We are going after the Lord Inquisitor. As you command, Your Lordship. If I may just point out, the expedition equipment prepared in advance for Your Lordship and your retinue has been maintained well and is ready for use at your order. The gifts passed to us by your esteemed allies from Footfall have likewise been inventoried and prepared for service. What are these gifts we received? Imperial Navy officers supplied us with spare ship parts, fuel, everything one may require on a long and perilous expedition. If your lordship wills, I can provide you with an itemized report and sweet-voiced servants to read it out. Excellent. Excellent. I'm delighted to be of use to your lordship. Okay, we can check the axe. Tearing Vengeance, Tarvana's Last Stand. They're quite similar. Power Axe deals plus 50% more damage if the wielder has less than 50% wounds. Then I think Tearing Vengeance. I don't think Abelard usually takes that much damage. How about this guy? I don't know if you're gonna use him anymore. Bone Break. Okay, I guess he can use Tarvana's Last Stand then. This has a bit more. I'm not sure which is better. Let's just give this to him. Okay, let's go explore my ship. So there's the warp gate. The dimensional gate is still inactive. Passage is currently impossible, unfortunately. Okay, let's continue the search for Calcutta. I just wanted to check there's nothing interesting there. Destroyed ship, let's see. Okay, there was nothing there. Scan the planet. There's something here. Expedition traces. Let's go check out the other planet first. I wonder if both planets have like a away mission or not. Signal from the planet. I know this one is closer. Let's go there first. Having scanned the surface, officers report the remains of an exploration camp to which a team of scouts is immediately sent. The scouting party is confused. All the equipment bears the Von Valance's coat of arms, but there's no trace of anyone other than Rogue Trader's servants. Find out what happened. Scouts find traces of gunfire on the field equipment. A single unharmed data crypt is found in one of the cogitators. A group of tech priests successfully decrypt parts of the data, including an order to eliminate the exploration team site by Theodora von Valancius. Not far from the camp is a pit full of charred bones and fragments of armor bearing Rogue Trader's coat of arms. The scouts report leaves Abelard with conflicting feelings. Despite his certainty that her ladyship Theodora would not give such an order without a very good reason, Abelard's expression is somber, a bit like a missionary who lost his faith. Okay. Yeah, I want to check one thing, because we got some data sticks from, was it Euphrates 2? Can we examine them on the computer? Maybe it's too late now. Like, maybe they would have led us to some secret cache of weapons and weed or something, but maybe it's too late. At least I'm gonna go check, since I remembered it. If the game ever loads. Beyond the dimensional gate, why suddenly get this? You have jumped into an uncharted sector at the edge of the expanse. The dimensional gate is closed and you are currently cut off from the rest of the Corona's expanse. You cannot return to previous systems or chart routes to them. Protectorate management is also unavailable and you have no way to contact faction trade representatives. There's no way back. It's pointless to look anywhere but ahead. Establish routes to the new systems in the uncharted sector on the map and go forth to meet the inevitable. Alright, we don't have any new options here. But if it's up to Nomos. No. But Asclepios. But the name sort of rings a bell, but I don't really remember who he is. Like, I remember meeting somebody named like that. I guess there's nothing here. Let's go to the planet then. Signal from the planet. The rocky world is bound in ice and shrouded in a thick fog of dark clouds. Augurs trace a faint signal to an area under the ice alongside a distress call whose encryption matches that of used by Lord Inquisitor and his teams. Tech use decrypt the transmission coming from the planet. Lex interrogators quickly and effortlessly break the clever code. The transmission goes as follows. Acolyte 17-1, Lord Inquisitor. The event horrific vision occurred. Goodbye, the Emperor protects. Okay. Descend to the planet's surface and find the signal's source. Yeah, I sort of want to bring Ulfard. He has his new axe he hasn't used yet. And we want Pascal because he's got some new stuff too. that's the sucky part about RPGs, that there's too many characters and you can't really use all of them. And it feels wrong to exclude some characters from your party and stuff. And also, I don't know whether it's good, like the way that in this game it doesn't matter which characters you bring, like everybody levels up or gets the same experience regardless. Like, sure, like in old games, you would only get XP for the characters in your party, and like both have their like drawbacks and advantages and stuff. Like, of course, it makes sense that characters don't get XP if they don't join the party, but then again, it's like, because in this game it doesn't incentivize you to bring the characters because they're gonna get XP anyways. Barely perceptible heavy thrumming permeates the walls of the crypt, which are adorned with strange geometric shapes. Wait, is this Necron technology? I think this is Necron stuff. Walls appear as if they were cast from a single piece of metal and seem impressively durable. It's impossible to gauge how many centuries have passed since they were built.
The divine watches over us.
Blackened tracks of blood extend further, leading you into the depths of the corridor. How about the other side? Okay, there's also a door here, so it doesn't really matter which door we open. Rotten metallic scent wafts from the pool of dried blood. Uneven ripple runs across the stella's surface. The symbols covering in it tremble and blend into each other. None stay in your memory for longer than a second. Let's open this door as well.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Rotting corpse is slumped over the cogitator. What force could have thrown it? Ah, here. Goods. Tesla ring. Well, it's okay. Marvelous combat weapon in the form of a ring. Allows the wearer to fire a Tesla shot once per combat. WTF is a Tesla shot. Energy damage. Okay, that seems... I guess we should give it to somebody. Human enemies. I don't think we're gonna be... Well, at some point we might fight against cultists and stuff. Fellowship. Well, not her, she's... I think she's already doing quite a lot. It's the Inquisitor real command ability. This one grants momentum, we must burning gleam. Okay. Maybe this guy. He can use the ring. Because he's probably good against Necrons. That's why it's probably here. The surface with the symbols trembles like rippling water, but it has no effect on you. The windscreen awakens at your touch. Status beginning data transmission to the sacred calculator. Missing data. It's finiteness. We have embarked on a new trajectory amid the stars. Missing data and symbols. Before existence, missing data. Okay.
Know your duty.
Yeah, definitely Necron stuff. I played Adeptus Mechanicus, the game, and you play as Mechanicus people fighting against Necrons. The bloody streaks seem even more grim in the green subterranean glow. What? Lord Xenos is not guaranteed. Military equipment and mechanisms for sacred machines. Everything is untouched. There's a chance of failure, so let's save.
Accomplished.
The sight of Xenos symbols is repulsive, but your will is strong. At the press of a key, the vidscreen displays the following status: beginning data transmission to the sacred calculator, missing data, shunning the imperfections of the flesh, is its transience and its finiteness, missing data, the new preserving a bond with the old through written images, missing data.
Let us walk this path to the
Okay,
end.
not very exciting. The cogitator was installed here recently before it was destroyed by an unknown weapon. Oh, more Lord Xenos crap. Let's just overwrite that one.
The duty prevails.
The column emits a low roar, but you are able to withstand it. The vidscreen awakens at your touch. Status: beginning data transmission to the sacred calculator, missing data. I have become immortal. We have become missing data. Turns to darkness. It shall be conquered. It shall tremble in fear, missing data.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Path to the glory hole. Oh, activate cogitator. I think we. Yeah, that was the untouched stuff. The Inquisitor soldiers are dead. Something unspeakable mutilated their bodies and dumped them together in a pile. Well, it's the Necrons. Or maybe that's the plot twist that they aren't Necrons. Like, this is a Necron place, but there's somebody else here. The monstrous structure looms majestically over you. The energy spilled into the air obstructs your mind. For a moment, it seems that not only are you studying the obelisk, but it's also studying you. Now, we could go here already, but there's the button. Let's see, is there anything else before we go press the button? The tall pillar stretches upward from the abyss of pale mist, seemingly rising from the void itself. Looking at the greenish haze makes your body feel sluggish with weariness. Is it the same on this side? Yes. Oh, there's blood stains here. Blood streaks seem even more grim in the green subterranean glow. Okay, let's go press the button then. Save, because there's a good chance it's gonna start a fight. Even though, we are not afraid of fights against stupid robots. Several disfigured corpses in the uniforms of Inquisition soldiers have been tossed in a grotesque pile between the cogitator and the large obelisk-like statue. The killers have no trace, but you have the nagging, oppressive feeling that the very walls are watching you. The air, thick with electricity, and the heavy stench of rotting flesh only makes that feeling worse. Closing his eyes and sniffling noisily, the wolf snarls grimly. What guilty mortals is still near? I can smell it. A lifeless stench, not like a corpse, but like iron teeth in Morgai's maw. A message is blinking impatiently in the cogitator's feed screen. Process, linguistic analysis, blah 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 blah, status, awaiting data cataloging, activate information panels. Check use, examine the machine. Success, you have never seen a cryptographic machine as intricate and unorthodox as this one. The neural sacred seals of algorithmic asceticism suggest that the spirit dwelling within is exceptionally cunning and powerful, privy to forbidden knowledge. Pascal bows reverently to the sacred machine and whispers. This machine spirit is wayward and apprehensive, for it is tormented. Its intricate mind carries many scars from pacifying binary litanies. The tech priest carefully removes the severed human finger from the input panel, whispers an apologetic prayer to the cogitator, and casually tosses the piece of flesh away. Try to extract data concerning the mechanism's masters. The mechanism, having served the Inquisition so faithfully, is loath to part with its secrets. One after another, menacing scarlet dots light up on its casing. Abort. The lights mildly and maliciously blink at you one last time before going out. Okay. Confirm activating of the information panels. An impulse of the motive force runs through the thick cables around the couch data. Data accepted, out, blah 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 blah. Linguistic analysis complete. Initiate final cataloging. Initiate final cataloging. The vid screen fills with the same symbols you saw on the surrounding buildings. You feel an inexplicable rush of disgust at the sight of them in a place of familiar words and numbers. Almost identical geometric shapes combine into long chains and flash by too fast for you to take them in. A text in low Gothic appears under the glyphs, shining the imperfections of the flesh, its transience and its finiteness. We have embarked on a new trajectory amid the stars. We have become immortal. We have become the new, preserving a bond with the old through written images and symbols. Before existence turns to darkness, it shall be conquered. It shall tremble in fear. Report ref air al blah blah blah. Cataloging completed successfully. Active vocabulary of the Xenos race compiled al blah blah blah. Attention. Data transfer to the translation device is required to save catalog. Declining will result in catalog deletion. Continue. Now I see why they needed such an ancient and very powerful machine spirit to decipher Xenos languages practically to comprehend it. This Argonaut is on the verge of turning into an abominable intelligence. Trepidation blends with horror in the tech priest's voice. It cannot be left here. I'm sending an order to the ship to deploy a team of technomats to assemble and extract the sacred machine. Transfer data to your elucidator. Polyglots. I learned the Necron language. Okay. I got an achievement. Now connected to the cogitator, the elucidator hums intensely. As it learns the meaning of the hitherto unfamiliar glyphs, it responds with rattles and metallic groans. The cogitator's vid screen lights up. Operation completed. Right, leave. So is that the point here that we learn the language?
Watches over us.
What? Oh, okay. I didn't know this. We're on a different level, and of course we can climb. This isn't the kind of game where you climb. Are we still supposed to do something with the cogitator? Try to extract data concerning mechanism masters. Continue the attempt. Okay. The ruthless intrusion into cogitator's memory chambers yields the following message. Prepare for start of Operation Precious Sentinel. The horrific vision event may come to pass. Order to abort the research mission and join the contingent on Epitaph. Codes for traversing the minefields are attached. Message has an attachment containing the astronomical coordinates of the planet alongside with some binary code. So codes for traversing the minefields. Okay, and we get experience. Priority 0, contact with barrier squadron lost during dimensional gate recharging. No confirmation received of gate being sealed. Stay on high alert. Stay on target. The cogitator streaks indignantly, lighting up with red, blinding red indicators, letting out a high-frequency owl. Word appears across the entire width of the vid screen. ALG 00-02 intrusion. When the ringing in your ears subsides, you realize you hear something else. Someone is heavy footsteps. Vindictive machine spirit triumphantly displays a blinking prophetic message. Okay, Necron's showing up. Come on, clankers. You will soon clank your last clank. I hate those bugs. Guess this night comes to boundless. Oh, one of those things. Stars know that is bestowed upon to fade. Worlds know that is bestowed upon the turn to ash that are coming. But you know, it's somewhat poetic that these, you know, machines are always have bugs with them.
Your own screams.
14 enemies, that's quite a lot. Of course, some of them are bugs. So where are all the enemies? There's some Necrons over there. Necrons over here. So we're sort of surrounded, I guess. Are they? Yeah, they're not behind us at least. And not ahead of us. So it's left and right. Jokers to my right. Stuck in the middle with you. Let's like, you know, try to pack my dudes this way. Oh, she can go there, all the way there. Her as well. And I guess you can go here. Sure.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. My vow is to serve.
It's only like bugs and one Necron, I guess he can charge ahead. Yeah, we should use this.
Running binary override.
So what's his intelligence now? 95. Because he should get enhanced data tether mask. Can we use this? Let's see.
Request denied.
Why is it unavailable? We should have enough logic, right?
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Okay, let's just go and hit these dudes.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Nice. Right. Oh, that guy went down, but he's not dead.
The Omnissiah function successfully terminated.
Okay, can we still...
My vow is to serve.
Hello? Laggy.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
Nice.
I will
let's go
bathe
here.
this battlefield in righteous fury!
Kick.
Doubt is for the weak, eradicated.
Okay, nice.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. For you, my Emperor! This is why I was chosen! As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's see. Let's try to
Faith
kill
without
this
deed.
thing so it cannot heal the others.
Time for our return.
Necron Death Mark.
High momentum.
Okay, that guy's coming back. I guess I can still, like, you know, keep my dudes together and stuff. And we can see those. It's not too far for, like, mission thing.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's just use this.
I am his will made manifest. Doubt is for the weak.
It's very low chance of hitting that. I guess we can.
I'll do it. Eradicate it.
Okay, dude.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
She can see them or her. Anybody? Guess there's not much she can do here then. She can use these shouts on herself, right? But whatever, yes, anyways. And now that everybody's over there is dead, let's see, can we shoot? We can shoot this guy. We can also use this. How about... let's go focus on the big dude since we can shoot at the guy. Let's use this as well, because he gains some bonuses to it.
See how the wolf succeeds! So
You know, the hit chance is much lower, but there should be more bullets or something. Not great damage though. Okay, empty the whole freaking magazine, which is so
none
cool.
can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father!
Use Reckless Rush. So we can shoot it once like this.
On the hunt. Is thunder! My strike is ruin!
Okay, we cannot charge this guy. I guess we can still go attack with the axe. The axe that causes bleeding. Yeah, it's not gonna be super effective, but I wanna see. Yeah. But surprised that it doesn't bleed. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Well, this duck guy doesn't. So we can at least shoot it. 2 damage. Not the best. Oh, can't see that guy. Can we see it from here where we are now? We can. Alright, then let's just shoot. Mark the guy.
Come on! I will not be deterred!
Okay, that was a nice hit. Claim the bounty. Yes, 11. Nice. Right. It's not dead yet. Why not?
Actions will speak louder than words. Rejoice in...
Miss. Oh, come on, man.
The Emperor commands.
Why is he taking damage? Don't really get it. I don't think he's holding the thing, or is there some effect that he, you know, wants to take damage and gains bonuses for it or something? I guess I will leave Abelard to protect Argonaut. Get closer. Where we have this.
At your beck and call.
No, we're still too far away for that. At least we can do this.
Indeed. I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
Wait, we could have done this again. Dash. Why can't we do it twice? Whatever. Okay, let's just dash here then. Of course, gonna heal that guy. Damn, he's shooting a lot. Alright, Pascal. Yeah, he's far from everything.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Let's use the foot power on that.
Running binaric override.
Damn it, we're just a bit too far from it. Don't think we can really see anybody or shoot or anything. This one should affect. Now we cannot use machine spirit communication. Can we use
The
this?
order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
We have more hit points than the maximum.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved. Running binary override.
Guess that's his turn. Argenta.
Rejoice in battle!
She still has few steps. Yeah, I guess that's good for big levels like this, the running around thingy. Let's go here. Move, please.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Okay.
Faith
That's-
without deeds is worthless.
Okay, it took a little bit of damage. Let's see.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commits his violence. You, Emperor.
This guy is sturdy. Sturdy like a sturgeon.
Doubt is for the weak.
I
In
don't know,
thy
let's use
light I
this then.
stand, and thy light I crave.
Let's move this.
Guided by faith.
Oh no. Kick 2 damage.
Faith without...
It's not super effective. Oh, we can still shoot next to him.
I'll do it.
Because of the...
As the Emperor commands is why I was chosen.
How do we destroy it?
You, my Emperor.
Oh, we can still shoot.
I'll do it. With you, my Emperor. As the Emperor commands is why I was chosen. You, my Emperor.
Okay, finally we're running out of... No, we can still shoot with this.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I guess.
The dynasty will rise.
It cleanses the body.
Okay. Yes, we can run
Step
here.
aside. The navigator is coming.
Can't see that guy, I guess.
If I may,
I know. Let's try to summon the guy a bit closer.
me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Is he going that way? He took 500 damage from that. Okay, that's pretty good. Not really sure why. How far? 6 cell radius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it?
I'm not
Let's see.
accustomed to being ordered around.
No, it doesn't affect me.
Your foes reek of cowardice.
Okay, that did damage.
So shall it be.
Okay, finally that thing is dead. Oh, and then we somehow got to shoot the other one too. Just in time. Like we killed one of them, now the other guy is coming here to have its ass kicked. Can we see this guy? Can we? No. No. Reshoot it. No. Fine, let's give
I'll show
Ulfar
you
a
why
turn then.
navigators are feared.
Still, or is it like do we have to go a bit closer? Yeah, no, this just doesn't work. Let's get a bit closer here.
I challenge you, Duncan. See how the... My strike is ruin! Cubs play!
Let's go kick the guy at least.
So it shall be!
Martial art. It's a badass martial artist, clearly. What is this? Relentless range. 100 of combat character has their current armor and deflection reduced by half, critical damage increased, and melee attack damage. It's melee. Yeah, I don't think melee is gonna be best against these guys.
I don't like it.
Use this one on anybody. How about this guy? Nope. It's not. Oh, now Ulfar has a regular chain. Alright. This guy.
Wolves reign. See how the wolf...
Blam blam blamo.
is thunder. My strike is ruin. So it shall be. Wolves reign.
It's 4 or 5 damage. Okay, slightly more damage.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
Okay, now it's starting to do a bit more damage. The axe.
One fewer target.
What? Okay, I was like, who got 180 damage? It wasn't double R, but the bug. So how did we do the damage to it exactly? I'm not quite certain. Maybe I shouldn't question these things. So let's go with this way. Let's see.
I will not let this be the warning to all
Right, that
who
thing's
oppose
dead.
us.
Dead? Well, it's a robot.
Rejoice in another step towards our ultimate victory. Actions will speak louder than words.
Okay, we only have 2 enemies left. These stupid bugs here, and then the big dude.
Crushed like dust beneath my feet. Your corrupt way has failed you.
Let's go a bit
I
closer.
won't suffer this. I cannot comply. Rejoice in service. Brace yourself, Abelard.
Epicenter of slaughter. Why is he so slow? So the dude is over there.
Follow my lead.
He can sort of see the guy at
It will be
least.
done.
Let's go a bit this way.
Indeed.
Can we shoot the guy now? Yes. Let's use the ring. 2 damage. Wow. Epic. Nope. Oh, I guess they shoot
It will be done.
the other guy. Still missed. Fine. Pascal. Right, Pascal can... No. Yeah, I guess we can...
Scriptural prognosis is
He can use it to move a bit faster, right? Okay, let's move like a couple of steps like that. Then use the special foot power
my vow
here.
is to serve. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Guess this, because it's gonna reduce its stats and stuff. Okay, we hit 2 damage, but it should really reduce the stats, right?
Running by nearly light.
Though this is quite pathetic.
Request approved.
Alright.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. This is what
Bang, 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 bang. They're even critical hits, but they still don't do nothing.
As the Emperor commands, you, my Emperor! I'll do it.
Can do this. Yes, we can reload.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my
And a
heart.
kick.
Faith without deeds is
Bonk.
worthless.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, she did damage. Alright, Cassie. Your turn. Let's mark it for death.
Me? If you insist, Lord
Okay,
Captain.
that didn't do much.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. If I may,
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Doubt is for the...
Okay. So we can shoot. Yes. Bang, bang. It was a tough fight, but it's sort of sloggy fight. I guess there are. Oh, what's this place?
By the blood of martyrs.
Goods. Purging Fury Flame Weapon. How about this place? Is this where the dudes appeared from? So I don't see anything else here. Alright, let's do the level ups. Ballistics or intelligence? Well, fellowship might be okay, like, you know, in the end game, if we have to do some die rolls to convince somebody, then again, intelligence might be good for that too. Let's get intelligence. Warp. Xenos. Awareness. Let's get Xenos. Strength, toughness, full skill. Let's take ballistics. We shot a few times with him. Medic. just fellowship. Conversion, commerce, persuasion, coercion. Ballistics, no. Weapon skill, strength, toughness. Well, toughness is not that high. Maybe we can take some of that. Can't take demolitions. Okay, can't take medic either. Does it like matter at all what we take? Because we're always gonna have somebody better in the party anyways, and the other skills. Intelligence to raise his logic. But we can't get logic, goddammit. No tech use either. Let's get, I don't know, demolition just for fun. Toughness. Oh, we can get carouse, sure. Friendship bridge. Are we supposed to? Oh, companion. Okay, find where baleful howl went.
Let us walk this path to the end.
The monster structure looms majestically over you. The energy spilled in the air obscures your mind. For a moment it seems that not only are you studying the obelisk, but it's also studying. So, is there still something we're supposed to do here, or leave the place? Doesn't seem like there's anything. I guess it's sort of introduction of our new enemy.
Know your duty.
When you touch the smooth surface of the wall, it burns you with cold, as if warning danger lurks beyond. Okay, it's just one of these chambers. Guess we have to leave. Don't see anything else here. So did we find like a clue to our next destination on the computer thingy? We got something, but then the Necrons attacked. So yeah, I think we got what we need to move on to the next system or something. Avoid ship on the bridge. Oh no, not again, but throw this Scotty data reclaiming. It happened before, you need to tie it up. It counts for a while, then when it reboots, it starts registering violation, error in central processor, error in central processor. Last time, it took 5 of us to hold it down. After it crashed, somebody's jaw. Watch it, everyone. Try to reboot completed, proceeding to execution of program task. Look, it settled its own. It's never happened before, I'll be damned. Okay, wait, we can actually. I thought that was a cutscene. Okay. So, where is Epitaph? Whoa. So, is it some new planet? Does Domos know something about these Necrons? Is he somehow related to them because he's an AI or something like that? Like Necrons. Guard Captain and unidentified sickle-shaped ships have taken off from the planet we just left. They're approaching swiftly and readying their weapons for battle. Get ready, it's about to get hot in here. Oh, okay. So do we get to fight Necrons in space? Cool. Exterminate, exterminate. Come on, Mr. Necron. Jackal class frigate. I presume these are Necrons. I don't think I've seen Necron ships before. If we go here, that would hit, that would hit. Oh, that would hit. Guess that's probably better than we use this. Nope. Oh. Ooh, that was a good hit. Okay, not bad. Damn, we are doing damage. Guess I can use this already to protect my side hustle. Oh, it can move a little bit like sideways. It's not gonna help now though, so. Oh, he actually gets to shoot. And damages that dude as well. Ow, my ass. Aiming protocols of Zion. Yeah, that guy is not doing very well. Just can't hit that dude. Let's see. That should probably finish off this guy. What? Reanimation protocol? That's BS. I don't like that. No sorry, Bob. Nope. This. Damn it, we can't hit with the other weapon at all. Fine. Oh, nice. Reanimation activated. Almost destroyed an enemy. I think maybe my buddy with the sword has once destroyed an enemy ship. It's not very often. Mr. Torpedo. Fine, it's a bit wasteful, but at least we hit the guy. We don't have to expend other kind of ammo on it. Oh, we can use this to disrupt their shields or something. Ba-la-la-lam. Ba-ba-lam-ba. Ooh, we can already hit this guy. Oh, we can actually ram this guy. Let's ram it then.
The whispers grow louder. We approach oblivion.
Why are you complaining? We are doing just fine. We can still move a little bit. Yes, and yes. So here we can shoot both guys. Nice. They destroyed at least one ship of every enemy fleet. I guess we know there are no other kinds of enemies to be fought. Carpus, yeah, fine, let's do this. Sure, let's move a little bit this way. Whoop! Looks so silly. Fine. I blew up.
Victory for the Von Valentius dynasty.
What's this? Architect Glimmer Pattern Void Shield Array. 140 with doubles against blast attacks. I like that. 190 against, against all kinds of explosions and gunfire and whatever. I don't really know what type of attacks my enemies use anyways. Because blast is so generic, it's like dynamite. Lord Captain, what were those things? They took off from the surface of the world where you landed. I've never seen ships like that, never seen such technologies either. We fished a trophy out of the void, a relatively intact fragment of a wreck, and sent it to our engine seers, and just in case we've isolated compartment where they were performing their comprehension liturgies. Lord Xenos, research tomes in the Rogue Trader's private library. Perhaps it will give us insight into these monsters. Success, yes, that was an actual 50-50 roll. An hours-long silence follows as your order is being executed. At last, the box comes to life again. Your lordship, the Carto artifacts claims to have found mention of Xenos similar to the ones we encountered. The manuscript refers to them as Necrons. Oh, really? I'm completely surprised. Do we really know nothing about this enemy? Nothing but tales and rumors. I've heard stories about sickle ships that reap entire squadrons like ears of grain, about crews that know no fear, about the veil of death that shrouds them and corrodes their enemies' ships like rust. Those stories aren't worth the Roxas ours though, because they are also say that none has ever survived encountering those sickle ships. If that were true, there wouldn't be anyone around to tell those stories, would there? He's got a point there. Data available, those creatures are Nephilim Max, the omniscience fallen angels, citing quotation. The first machine spirits ever created by the Omnissiah were in will, but in body and in power, unmatched in their perfection. They were releasing the design of the Deus Mechanicus into being, but the principle of entropy conceived by the Omnissiah was fundamental, thus even the perfect became flawed through the overabundance of their perfection. Okay. So vast were the Nephilim's abilities, so immeasurable the depths of their minds and pride tempted them. The Nephilimax rejected the design of Deus Mechanicus in favor of their own. The order of existence was defiled, and a great war of absolute destruction came. The Nephilimax were overthrown and exterminated, with only a few managing to hide from the Omnissiah's eye by extinguishing their minds and shrouding themselves in oblivion. In their change, the Omnissiah created new machine spirits and destined them into servitude so that they would remember the limits of their power and would not descend into pride. As for the ultimate perfection, the Deus Mechanicus abolished it from the universe, and thus it was no more. So they're basically Satan bots. So what's this trophy we acquired? The engineers are at a loss. They say it's a gift born from the Omnissiah's wisdom, but its image was imperfect, and therefore it was eroded by corruption and unbelief, whatever that means. The ship's minor conclave has gone into data meditation. Guru meditation, oh my god. Amiga reference, almost, to produce a resolution regarding the admissibility of using this item. Bolster the crew's morale, give out additional rations to those who showed valor in battle. This is just the beginning. As you will, Lord Captain. Triumph. Yes, we were triumphant. The triumphant elephant. So wait, can we leave the system? Chart new routes. Alright. So we can't, I guess we can't go, yeah, can't go back where we came. Sanctum Tefetus, Nephritis Dominum, and so we have to go to Epitaph and we don't. Okay, contracts are also locked. Let's go here first. Steady rhythm of life about the vessel is disrupted, blah blah blah. Well, we have this event before, so nothing really happens. Uncharted. Ah, Necron ring and a million planets. Gas giant fart. What's this? Emerald fires. Let's save before we click on that. Most of the surface is covered in icy dunes with greenish highlights. At first, officers aboard the vessel decide that the unusual color of the ice is due to a quirk in the atmosphere. Later, it becomes evident that the source of the highlights is a group of monstrous pyramidal structures breathed in emerald fire. Examining them in detail with binoculars, it can be seen that one of the monoliths is damaged. A device on its wall emits a strange beam at a similar pyramid not far from itself. Examine the structures. Von Valencia scouts approach the monoliths with with as much care as possible, fearing the appearance of an enemy. A small servitor sent to gather data about the energy beam clearly demonstrated the destructive power of the xenotechnology. After carelessly making contact with the beam, it instantaneously broke apart into minuscule pieces. It is curious that the second pyramid is still intact, and only matter at the source of the beam is being destroyed. Study the surviving monolith. The energy beam barely reflects off the dark metal of the pyramid. Occasionally, a scarcely visible wave runs across the surface of the monolith walls, after which the material appears to become even smoother. It's as if one monolith is feeding the other, not destroying it. A few scouts decide to come closer in order to better examine the phenomenon. Perception succeeded. The soldiers of von Valancius notice a fragment of metallic ribcage melted right into the material of one of the walls like a bizarre bas relief. Between the rows of ribs, a talisman of black stone shimmers with colored light after each wave of energy. The figure to which the talisman belonged shows no sign of life. After a quick debate, the officers decide to take the artifact on board. Withering Shard. Whereas strength, toughness, and agility are decreased by -15, Wearer can use heroic acts as 125 momentum instead of 175, and desperate measures are at +50 momentum higher, capped at 100 momentum. The wearer is considered as having heretical adherent if they do not yet have it. Interesting. But no, I don't think that's I'm not gonna use that. It's redefines as an ominous phenomenon in lifeless ice. Okay, so we didn't destroy that. Alright. So we cannot go back and destroy whatever. Yeah, I guess that was Necron stuff, the pyramids. Confusion reigns among the void ship's auger operators, and the identified emission keeps disappearing, then reappearing on their scanners. At first, it seems that sandstorms are to blame for this. Hiding the source of the radiation, a team of explorers easily overcomes these storms and begins studying the surface. As their accounts suggest, the planet remains littered with broken and mangled ruins of Xeno's origin. Insect-like constructs flicker among the ruins like static on malfunctioning cogitator. Their black metallic bodies are equipped with grappling blades which bring to mind the spindly legs of spiders, replicators. With each occurrence, the devices look more and more distorted, bent, and sometimes even appear directly in the remnants of walls or overlap each other. The only stable thing in this structure is a deep hole with a melted rock at its center. Whatever purpose this structure served for the Xenos, the meteorite destroyed it long before the arrival of the road trader. Linger to observe the object. Magus Hanneman volunteers to lead the observation team. His passion for the Xenos devices borders on heresy, and it takes a long time after his return to report the Lord Captain. Later, Pascal admits he is discouraged by the gap between the scientific accomplishments of the Xenos and the capabilities of modern tech priests. What do we have on this planet? Nothing. It's just on fire. Last planet. Also nothing. Alright, let's go check out the Xeno ring. Necron ring. Greenish glow on the gigantic ring made from an unknown materials flows through the windows of the captain's bridge. The void ship's instruments measure a whole spectrum of various emissions. Sometimes the dull green is darkened by clouds of space dust or bent by gravitational waves. The object most closely resembles a portal, albeit what's passing through it cannot be clearly defined. Observe the anomaly. Arcs of incandescent star gases bursting from the ring pierce the darkness of space, reflected by the surface of other celestial bodies in the system. At times, dark light waves bend the edges of the portal, but they are quickly restored thanks to the enigmatic flowing metal. Then lashes of purple clouds dissected by threads of lightning appear in the center of the ring. An unseen force prevents them from reaching the other side of the portal as the blocks of blackstone become covered in purple scarlet illumination. If the ring truly were a portal, it is not fit to serve one any longer. Stellar heat and gravitational force forbid any vessel from passing through it. According to the ship's astropaths, the purple clouds are an even more dangerous phenomenon, indicating that the powers of the warp are eager to flow out of the portal into real space. As if to highlight its deadliness, with the next wave of dark light, the portal throws out the shattered remains of an unidentified void ship. I guess send a team to examine the object. Oh, we got some stuff. Ship components. Additional equipment and a closer position allowed the team to understand part of what is happening. The portal seems to resemble the gate devices used by Eldarian Drukhari, made of different material. The metallic shine of the ring alternates with the darkness of the large blocks of stone, reminiscent of the material that makes up the famous Cadian pylons. Build more pylons, and then we get some ship components. Xenos test succeeded. Analysis of the wave signatures indicates that the construct once used parts of the webway and the Eldari system of pathways. However, in its current condition, the portal is not fit for transporting vessels. It is unstable and often begins unleashing dangerous cosmic objects. Instead of transports, the gate spews forth dark light waves and deadly breaths of incandescent gas, the latter taken from a star's photosphere. We go into ability for the ship, novelty effect. During next combat, your flagship's evasion will be increased by plus 15 against Necron enemies. Okay. Interesting. It's hard to believe that a civilization capable of creating a device as powerful as this one could have undergone such a decline. I guess it means because the ship, the ring doesn't seem to be functioning anymore. I guess that's what they mean by the decline. And let's go to Nephritis. Plasma crew is begging for help, isn't the same. Okay, so there's some enemies. Rogue Trader and his retinue will personally go and face these contemptible foes. Oh yeah, we have to level up some dudes at some point. I don't know, let's use a little bit of different characters. Like these. Ding, 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 ding. Let's do the leveling then. Strength and honor. Medic. Let's get a little bit of toughness for her. So yeah, awareness and Los Xenos are her best ability skills, right? But we cannot raise them, right? Coercion, then whatever. Do we have some stuff? Some equipment for her. Oh, she actually has. Yeah, this is plus 15 cores and Lord Xenos. Do we really don't have any like better accessory for her? Like something for her neck. What's this? Reduces enemy's deflection by -1, applies +1 exploit at the end of combat. So yeah, that's just bonus to awareness. Okay, these are the neck thingies. How do we start the next stuff? Melta weapon. Wait, is this a Melta? Yes, this is a Melta weapon. Whereas first Melta weapon reload in a round costs 0 AP, the first Melta weapon attack in combat does not count toward the attack with return. It's not bad actually. Her gains plus 15 weapon skill and ballistic skill while they have 85% wounds or more. Well, she usually doesn't take that much damage. Maybe this is also fine. Let's give this to her.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Okay, I see something red. Barrels and dudes. Yeah, I think we've fought in this arena
You
before.
interrupted my thoughts. This
Fine.
tedium is beneath me.
Look upon the Emperor's
Miss.
faithful and tremble.
Oh, come on. Miss Alien. How could you miss that one? She's called Miss, so it makes sense that she would miss, but still. I'm displeased by her performance. Surely hiding behind that barrel won't backfire on her. Scrabble. Oh, Demonette. Okay, so Slanesh stuff.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Oh no. Almost hit me.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Nice.
The omniscient comprehends all.
I think we should use this.
My vow is to serve. Request approved.
Give in to sensation.
No, you don't look so hot.
Now.
Nice.
Successfully terminated.
Don't touch me.
Nice dodge.
Embrace excess. Burn monotony.
I can't stand it. Emperor, protect me.
Nice.
Quick,
It's
quick!
like a baseball, hitting the baseball back. Let me see any of these. You can see these random dudes here, but okay, let's get a bit close. We see demons. Okay, we can see her. So you can see them and her.
I am not your Xenos pet.
Miss. Now that's not good.
If it serves your cause.
Oh no, I meant to use this. Shoot,
If I-
not. Oh come on. Why are you so bad suddenly?
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
No, because my pets would do something
I understand your
nice
intent.
for me. You're just being incompetent.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. This tedium is beneath me.
I'll do what it takes.
She hit nobody at all. That's
This way.
pathetic. Should also hit Mr. whatever his name is, Mr. Marine Man. Mr. Marine, won't you please tell me why it's like do those guys like slow down the movement or something? And let's just go here first. Kick this guy away.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it.
Oh my god, she took damage. 0. Okay, killed one demon. You killed one demon, you killed all
As
demons.
the
No
Emperor
demons are the
commands,
same.
I act. Rejoice in battle!
Let's do this.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands,
That is a lot of damage.
power resides in the will of the righteous. Doubt is
Will
for
of the
weak.
Righteous. No, it sounds like a game or something. Yeah. Unlike what's the Xenos' name, Argenta is not useless. Like our alien friend.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
She's still quite useful, even
I'll
though
do
she
it.
missed one shot. Missed by that much.
Doubt is for the weak.
Guess Argonaut's time to. Can we see from here? There's the demon. Can we see these guys? How about up here? Oh, it's blocked by whatever this thing is in the middle. So we can hit this. Okay, fine. Let's get rid of this dude first.
Another step towards our ultimate victory. This be a warning to
Right.
all who oppose us.
Very nice.
And so it shall be done. Your end is nigh.
Bill Nye.
The Emperor commands.
Can we see any? Oh, it's just these two guys. We can see one. Not the other one.
I will not be destroyed. Karat's way has failed you. Actions will speak louder than words.
Ulfar. No, it's not Ulfar, it's Heinrichs.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Nice. Hey, he actually did something. Whereas Ulfar didn't get to move. This is the place where they had the bomb, like when the Drukhari, I think it's the same arena. Like the Drukhari infiltrated the ship and tried to plant a bomb in the engines or something. At least very similar arena. Nice knives.
With each
Not.
step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Yeah, we executed everyone. Very aptly named safe. Where's the exit? Execute the exit. Here. Alright, let's go visit the system. What do we find? Unknown ships. Let's first go check out this planet. Abandoned camp. Under thin clouds, as if shredded by a careless blade, vast steps of carpeted by pale gold deadwood. The road trader's attentive eye distinguishes a region among the endless grasses that does not fit into the general landscape. The scouts from the shuttle see signs of intelligent life. Judging by the trampled soil and tent frames, someone made camp here. Distant silhouettes form a tangle of paths and obstacles. A maze, the outer walls are supplemented by a multitude of spikes and blades and decorated with scraps of leather and withered crucified prisoners. It does not take an expert in xenoculture to reason that Drukhari have been here. Send out a squad of scouts to search the camp. As they comb over the tracks left by the Drukhari structures, around the structures, the scouts find items of Imperium make, blood-soaked clothes, an Aquila patch, and a data slate cracked in half. Gothic letters and symbols of the Inquisition are frozen on its bottom half. The sentence fragments make up part of the exploration report. Servants of Von Valancius find a rough illustration of the camp in the pocket of a filthy coat. On it are marked two locations. The first is shown with a sword and highlights the area where the items were found. The other is a skull and points to a patch of ground by the maze. Perception, find out what is in the place marked by the skull. The scouts carefully inspect every piece of land in the marked area and discover camouflage pit studded with strong, thin needles. In a niche sunk into the wall of the trap glitters a volumetric flask with an ugly creature that looks like several brains stuck together. Those Xenos succeeded, analyzed the nature of the creature. Rogue Traders people recognize the grotesque figure as a Drukhari Medusa, a parasite capable of registering emotions and transferring them to its masters. This thing was left there as the equivalent of the pit recorder, collecting the suffering of Drukhari victims. Destroy the abomination. The flask explodes into shrapnel fragments under a salvo from the scouts' rifles. The remaining liquid is collected into several test tubes to be examined in the ship's laboratorium and put to good use or destroyed on orders of the rogue trader. We got pain blockers. Okay. Continue exploring. Deep prints belonging to landing legs and a ladder are visible in the grass behind the maze. The relative positions of the recesses correspond to the design of an Imperial shuttle. When the Von Valancia scouts approach, they find a wax seal bearing the symbol of the Inquisition and a monogram font with the letters XC. An officer voices proposition that the initials correspond to the name Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar. Awareness, search for other objects in the grass. Coke for my ass, no city grass. A segment of the dry grass, a few meters in front of the prints from the ladder, has been cut as if scythed. Among the chopped stems lies a piece of Drukhari trophy, a flap of dark skin stretched out by thin chains. Most of it is covered by a tattoo, a silhouette of a storm or a tornado, and a black symbol composed of curved lines and sharp shapes. Mastercrafted Hegatory blade. One-handed. Okay. Burn away all traces of Xeno's presence. We got fuel. The predatory structures do not burn easily and it takes a long time for them to heat up. When the flames finally gather strength, turquoise explosions amid the yellow-orange waves. Whatever was down there was dangerous. Okay. Interesting. Let's go check out the other planets. So are those Drukhari or Necron ships over there? They look like crescents or sickles. Lord Captain, there's an incident on the flight deck. The planet we discovered is located at the coordinates of interest to Honorable Ulfar, the Angel of the Emperor. At the moment he learned about this, he chose to abandon ship. He ordered a shuttle to be provided to him and directed to the world before us. We do not know where exactly he wishes to go, but the augurs have tracked the shuttle to his landing site. He stole a shuttle. How did this happen? Lord Ulfar simply showed up at the deck, drove the enforcers away, and demanded to be granted clearance for takeoff. Your servants became frightened and dare not disobey his orders. Execute the sentries regarding the shuttles. Normally that would be, but he's a space marine, you know. Yeah, I think it's natural for men to obey him. Why have I not been notified of his actions right away? He forbade it, and the enforcers did not dare defy an angel of the Emperor. I'm very sorry. I see. Yeah. I understand them. I sympathize with them. I apologize for having to bring you this troubling news, Lord Captain. So does it mean that Mr. Marine, yeah, he's no longer in our party? I guess I should level up these two. Intelligence, perception. I don't know. More willpower. Can never have enough willpower, clearly. Fellowship. Just ballistics. Coercion is pretty good, commerce is pretty good. Logic isn't bad either. Yes, well, no, it's around same as Argonaut, right? Because I think it counts the +5 here already. And it's +10 actually, then. Imperium. So low warp bad, but innocent stuff good. Yeah, persuasion isn't that massively OP, so. Athletic man, yes, he's athletic, or athletic, whatever the word I used there. A scouting party led by the rogue trader himself makes planetfall on the frozen world. Then shuttle on which Ulfar Thunderlong departed the ship has been designated the starting point for the search. Said shuttle is found at the landing site, intact and undamaged. Examine the stolen shuttle. The machine spirit is in fine form and is ready to ascend from the world's surface. No clues have been found as to Ulfar Thunderlong's intended destination, but a keen-eyed scout sights several disturbed snowdrifts that may indicate the route taken by the Space Wolf. Scout out the area. The scouts discover numerous structures, burial grounds, and obelisks of the xenorace that once ruled these star systems, all of which are now encased in ice and solemn sepulchral stillness. No signs of activity by potentially hostile xenos have been detected. Follow the trail. The group bravely ventures onward into the realm of blinding white and crackling frost. The sky is soon blanketed with snow clouds that block out the star's light. The wind, howling like a pack of hungry spirits, sweeps away all tracks and whips up a furious storm. Awareness success. The path is full of dangers. A treacherous crevasse hidden under the snow's crust suddenly opens wide underneath the enforcer's feet. It is only the vigilance of the Lord Captain and his companions who hear the telltale crack in time and saves the soldiers from certain death. Few hours later, the expedition comes to a plateau. Rising up ahead is the dark hull of an imperial trading vessel that once landed on the world's surface. Hmm. Investigate the ships. Ship, rather. The ship is identified as the revelation granted merchant commandeered by the baleful howl and footfall. No signs of struggle or other misfortune are found on board or aboard. Only some useful cargo in the hold. Contrary to expectations, no crew members are found dead or alive. The ship has been abandoned and its fuel systems are non-functional. The Prometheum has frozen solid and ruptured the tanks and pipes. The escalating storm sweeps over the group as if trying to bury them in darkness, snow, and obliterating roads. Send scouts to survey the area. The enforcers search the area and return without finding anything of their interest. Not all of them return. In fact, several seem to have lost their way and failed to make it back to the ship. Oops. Look for signs of Ulfar. Fresh tracks in the snow lead into the ship's airlocks indicate that he was here and recently. Awareness success. However, he was not alone. The scouts find strange dips in the snowdrifts surrounding the ship. It seems that somebody was watching the ship from a position buried in the snow, around the same time that Ulfar Thunderlong was searching it. Contact the ship in orbit. Raging storm makes it impossible to establish Vox link with the rogue trader's vessel, leaving the expedition stranded without aid. But probably not for long. The officers on the bridge should have immediately dispatched help as soon as the contact with the scouting party was lost. Decide which direction the search will go next. In the raging blizzard, it is impossible to determine which way the space wolf might have gone. A pair of brave trackers strike out a long-distance scouting run and still not returned hours later. Take shelter in the ship and set up a camp. The bone-weary soldiers welcome the chance to rest. Watchful sentries stand guard while their more fortunate comrades stuff themselves with now frozen rations of the ship's vanished crew. Carrows failed, oh my god. Temperatures inexorably plummets. Many members of the expedition suffer from frostbite while others lose their fortitude and morale. One of the sentries delivers an anxious report to the Lord Captain. He has seen a massive shadow in the darkness. It was definitely not Ulfar Thunderlong. Light a brighter fire. Piles of frozen promethium are dragged outside. The frozen fuel reluctantly succumbs to the heat of the thermal cutters and fires kindle around the ship. Even this is not enough to dispel the snowy darkness, but the people are buoyed up by the additional light and warmth. A messenger rushes to the Lord Captain to report that one of the sentries is missing. Large tracks have been found near the sentry's post as well as a few drops of blood. Go on the offensive. A squad of best fighters led by the Lord Captain ventures outside the ship, scores the area twice. Unfortunately, the only result of the effort is several squad members disappearing without a trace. God damn it. Double the sentries. Despite the reinforcement, sentries cannot conceal their fear. The unknown has robbed them of their courage. A terrible rumbling cuts through the roar of the storm. Clash and clamor of battle. It's followed by a furious, agonized scream. Send the party toward the sounds of battle as soon as possible. Tied together with ropes and bolstering each other with battle cries, the enforcers rush toward the battle in human chains. Unable to see anything ahead in the darkness and swirling snow, they blindly stride toward the source of the battle's monstrous thunder. I guess has to be this one. Lore Imperium. Send soldiers forward, trusting in their tactical skill and lessons taught to them by the Lord Captain. Success, the enemies concealed by the snow and darkness, forcing the soldiers to fire in all directions, by some miracle not hitting each other. First one fighter, then another vanishes with a desperate shriek, dragged off by the unknown enemy into the roiling depths of the storm. Oops. The enforcers' courage and stubbornness win out. Boldly pushing forward, they drive the mysterious enemy from the battlefield into retreat. Ulfar is found in the blood-soaked snow, his body covered in grievous wounds, but the wound continues to cling to life. With great care he is borne to the shuttles and wasting no time brought back to the ship for urgent treatment. Okay. Okay, I guess he's like sick or something, so he cannot. Gravely wounded, Ulfar was transported back to the ship. Despite the surgeon's expectations, he did not perish from his injuries and is hopefully now ready to explain reasons for his abscondment to the Lord Captain. Inquire Voxmaster about Ulfar's health. Okay. Let's go inside the ship then. At least we found him. It's probably possible to fail and leave him behind to die or something. Yeah, we lost like a trillion guardsmen and stuff. But they're not space marines, so they're not as valuable. And also they're like a, an amorphous substance, like, just a bunch of soldier men. When you approach, Vigdis pulls away from fine-tuning under the Vox and bows her head. Captain, the ship informed me of our imminent meeting. How is Ulfar? Has he regained consciousness? He is feeling better, Lord Captain. The ship's surgeon was amazed at his resilience. The esteemed Lord Ulfar is currently convalescing in his chambers. Have a servant escort me to Ulfar's chambers, or quarters. So what's he gonna tell us? What did he see? Outside, of course, there was the ship. That's already reason enough that he's interested in venturing down to the planet. Does this mean that somebody's gonna try to assassinate us or something? Because we are here. Like we can move around and stuff. I was expecting just, a dialogue with Mr. Ulfar. Oh! He's standing. I was expecting him to be in bed, but of course he's space marine. Ulfar's dark figure towers over you. His head is lowered, his hair hanging in a curtain across his face. His fair skin is cross-hatched with broad crimson scars held together by metal staples and covered with black spiked runes for physical healing. Could an ordinary mortal have survived such injuries? Unlikely. With a twitch of his fingers, Ulfar bids the two servants in attendance to step away so as not to intrude on your conversation. They simply retreat. Father, I must thank you for saving me. I had a difficult battle. I thank the Emperor that he did not take you from us to join his heavenly host, my lord. I always survive. Why did you decide to go to that world alone? After a moment of silence, Ulfar says quietly, So I did not have to bury your body in the snow-wet water. It is not out of arrogance that wolves do not allow mortals into our affairs, but because the burden of those deeds is heavy and they reek of death. Just consider what kind of threat you could have been facing in a place where an entire pack of Astartes has disappeared. If I had risked you for the sake of fulfilling my vows, would that have been worthy of me? We fight together. Don't forget I'm your Edfather. Ulfar heaves a sigh which seems to hang in the air between you. You and I are different. Your way is to rule and build. Mine is to destroy and chase down prey. But hey, I'm the bounty hunter, also chase down prey. Such is the All-Father's plan, and in that plan my death on the battlefield is an expected and joyous event. while your death would be premature, sorrowful, and damaging to many other lives. Did you find trace of your brothers? The vessel I found, the revelation granted. That was them. Inside there were signs that wolf scouts leave now for their brothers. The baleful howl landed the ship on the surface and left. The rest of the crew disappeared. I followed my brother's trail until an unknown foe blocked my path. Battle ensued. What foe is capable of besting you in combat? Your wounds were truly terrifying. An evil spirit. It attacked me from behind and wounded me instantly. Ulfar points to a particularly gruesome scar on his chest. The strike clearly intended for one of the space wolf's two hearts. Oh, I didn't know he has two hearts. Makes sense, I guess. The wound gives off a strong medicinal smell, but it is not one you recognize. Probably a Fenrisial bomb brewed by Ulfar himself. Your healers will faint after one whiff of such a potion. The snow covered my eyes, and I could only make out a shadow, but it moved fast and I was strong. If the Allfather's gift had not knitted my ribs into a hard carapace, that blow would have been my last. The wolf says these words with chilling nonchalance. Your pack seems to have led an entire ship's crew to their deaths. The wolf shrugs slightly. Do not blame us for what we are. Death always clings to the warriors of the Allfather. We are fated for no deeds other than those accomplished in the jaws of Mordkai. Ulfar nods in agreement. You are not your usual self. You seem more somber. By bitter paths comes wisdom, in wake of bloody losses and shattered dreams, heavy thoughts weighing on its broad shoulders, it enters unbidden and takes a seat by your hearth. Have you been thinking about your life? About the future? Have you ever wondered what it means to be an Astartes? To know no other family but your brothers in battle, to know no other feast but the joy of slaying your enemies and extolling your fallen comrades. To know with certainty that your death will be terrible, brutal, and agonizing. For time holds no sway over us, and no warrior of the Allfather was ever breathed his last in a soft bed. Death holds no fear for us, Edfather. We have been eating at the same table since day one. Perhaps something good awaits you in the future. Listen, Father, when the wolf priest tested me, I went to the gate of Mordkai, dark place where real space and the thoughts of the great wolves intertwine like the tentacles of a kraken. Everyone who appears before the gate is granted a vision. Mine was a dark omen. I saw myself in two guises, one as white as the moon, the other as black as the lowering sky, and the two were locked in combat. As for which me emerged victorious, that was hidden from my sight, but that is not what frightened me. The black wolf's gaze was fearsome, full of more pain than he could ever inflict himself. It drove him mad, turning him into a monster, and as dark as he appears, I recognize myself in him. After all, I was made for destruction, torment, annihilation. I am the more agile monster. Does that mean that by the Allfather's design I must drink this cup of pain to the bottom in order to fulfill his plan? I do not know. Ulfar looks at you, his expression inscrutable. Tell me, why are there no rhymes in your songs? Good question. Rhymes are empty frippery. A saga must be alive. If the words happen to fall in the rhyme, well, that is grand. But to make your whole story fit neatly into such a pattern, you must either twist the truth in the service of beauty, or live your life for the sake of a rhyme. Neither is to a wolf's liking. Or maybe the scriptwriter was simply lazy. Our sagas are voices sounding through eternity. When we hear them, we do not hear stories. We hear the tellers speaking their words to us now. Do you still believe you will find your brothers? I will find them. Ulfar clenches his fists. Probably not alive, but I will find them. Thank you for your answers. You have right to them. Look around the chamber. I am pleased that my servants found a fitting shrine for your armor. The splendor and monumentality of the chamber befit the solemnity of the sacrament unfolding within. As if performing an intricate dance, the servants of the Omnissiah move in time with the murmuring mechanism circling the massive space while he stands utterly still. The scent of sacred incense fills the air, giving the sense that one is witnessing a great ritual. And Astartes needs very little, a cell and a table where I can perform the purifying rite of my weapon. That's all I require, but to keep the armor bestowed upon me by the Allfather in some shabby cubicle would be sacrilege. This chamber will do well for the vesting ceremony. There is good plasteel beneath the rich decoration and gilding. Yes, I am satisfied. What are the servants doing? It is time for me to don my skin again. Ulfar shrugs wearily, his body giving off heat and animal scent. One of the servants opens a casket containing contact unguent. It will be used to anoint each of the black carapace's neural ports marring the wolf's skin. This sacred augmentation seamlessly fuses Ulfar's body with his armor and every fiber bundle of it. What will you do now? I'm going to Disneyland. I must return. My foe awaits me. It would be dishonorable to retreat from this battle, but I will need help in the fighting. You can count on me. I know it, Father. Ulfar nods to the servants in low voices. They begin a guttural prayer. Shadow leaps across the walls, twisting together in a majestic and savage dance. In the flickering candlelight, the sacred rite is performed. His angel of the Emperor is clothed in the armor of unwavering faith, and his wrath. Ulfar, standing on the dais beneath the gilded vaults, resembles cast metal statue of the space marine as it adorning many temples. All that's missing is the armor. Sensing that task not complete, megadendrite tentacles descending from the ceiling toward the wolf, preparing to begin the sacrament of vesting. Are you dumb? Can you get past that guy? Backpack is the repository of the mighty machine spirit that supplies the Space Marine's armor with motive force. Its efforts ensure that the heavy armor does not burden the wearer, but rather multiplies his strength and endurance 100-fold. Badass. 011001111. The resplendent armor of the Emperor's Angel, which has been seen more than one battle and taken more than one ferocious blow in centuries of service. The skin of the wild beast conjures up images of bloody battle between the one who now wears it and the creature from which it was taken. Okay, so I guess we have to head back to the planet then to finish his quest. But that will have to take place tomorrow. I guess I should save and end the stream here though. Let's just wait for the game to load so I can save. But yeah, I wonder whether, if you, if I didn't go after Ulfar after we, heard the gunfire on the planet, would he just die? Could we possibly find something else? But now we have saved, and I am Adventure Argonaut. I thank you for watching. Bye bye.